classmates, hope everybody is fine at home. In our previous session, we had started exercise 16A and we have completed up to 11th sum. Hope everybody has solved it again, as I have told you to repeat those sums. So in today's session, let us begin with the 12th one. So in the it is similar, like 12th sum is similar to your 10th sum. I will read the question for you and draw the diagram, later you will understand it. So 12th one, in a hexagon ABCDEF, side AB is parallel to side FE and angle B, like they have given the ratio, angle B is to angle C is to angle D is to angle E is equal to 6:4:2:3. Find angle B and D, they have asked you. So here we have to draw the diagram, but in 10th they had given the diagram and they are told that AB was parallel to ED. Here they have given you AB and FE are parallel to each other. So let us draw the hexagon first. So hexagon has got 6 sides. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have drawn the 6 sides. Now let us name them. See how to name it. You have to name it in such a way that, see here you have got these 2 sides parallel. So what you will name it? So here AB is parallel to FE, they have told. So let us name it like this: A, B, C, D, E and F. Now see here AB is parallel to FE. Now in 10th sum we had taken the measure of A and E directly, there it was E, but here we can take the measure of A and F directly. Angle A and F together, it will be how much? It will be 180 degree, because as AB is parallel to FE, here AF will be your transversal and it is cutting these parallel lines. So these are called as sum of, like these are the interior angles. So sum of the interior angles will be 180 degree and the remaining angles measure they have given in the ratio. So let us assume them as that, whatever measure they have given, we will assume it as a variable. So here first what we have to do, here as it is a hexagon, here your n value will be 6. Now here so it is AB parallel to side FE. So AB is parallel to FE. So AB plus, sorry, angle A plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. Got? Next, let the angles, let the remaining angles be. So here remaining angles are A and F we have already got. So B, C, D, E are the remaining angles. So they have given the ratio, like they have given 6:4:2:3, but we are assuming as 6x, 4x degree, 2x degree and 3x degree. Now what will be the sum of the angles? Sum of the angles will be how much? As it is 6, let us find the sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles is equal to, what is the formula to find the sum of interior angles? N minus 2 into 180 degree. As our n is 6, so it's 6 minus 2 into 180 degree. So what is 6 minus 2? 6 minus 2 is 4. So 4 into 180. So 4 into 180 is 720 degree. Now using this, let us find the value of x. So I will continue the sum here. So we will add angle A. Here I will write them together because total together is 180. Next the remaining angles I will write here. Angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E is equal to 720 degree. Because it is sum of interior angles. So total measure will be 720. Now as we know the measure of A and F as 180, I will substitute 180 here, then plus here B is how much? 6x degree plus 4x degree plus 2x degree plus 3x degree equals to 720. Now here 120 you can see it's a constant. I will move it to RHS and here we will add all these variables. We will see how much we get. So here 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, so it is 15x degree, which is equal to 720 minus 180 degree. So 15x is equal to, so what is 720 minus 180? 0, 12 minus 8 is 4, and as we have borrowed it will be 6, 6 minus 1 is 5. So we get 540. So here x degree is equal to 540 divided by 15. So we can simplify this with 15 4s will be 60, which is more than that. 15 3s is 45. So 54 minus 45 is 9. So 9 when I borrow here it becomes 90. 15 6 is 90. Therefore our x value is 36 degree. But what they have asked us to find the measure of angle B and angle D. So here angle B is 6x degree. So here angle B is equal to 6x degree. So here x value is how much? 36. So it's 216. Next angle D. So what will be the measure of angle D? So D value is 2x. So here 2x degree. So it's 2 into 36, that is 72 degree. So like this we need to solve the sum. So as our n value is 6, as it is a hexagon, we need to find the sum of interior angles. Using that value we have to take all these measures and add up here. So here when I add all those x terms, I got 15x degree, and here as it was a constant I have shifted it to RHS. So 720 minus 180 will be 540. So when I divided this by 15, I have got 36. So x value is 36 here, and they have asked us to find the value of angle B and angle D. So angle B was 6x. So x value we have to substitute, and we have got 216, and D value is 2x. So it will be 2 into 36, 72 degree. So we have completed the 13th sum. Let's move on to the 12th one we have completed. Let's move on to the 13th one. Let's begin the 13th one. The angles of a hexagon are. So here they have given the angles of a hexagon. They have not given the measure, but in terms of measure they have given you algebraic expression. So here all that x plus 10 degree, 2x plus 20, like this they have given the expression, and they have asked us to find the value of x. So here what will be our first step? As the figure what they have given is a hexagon, so let us find the interior angles. So here 13th one, our n value is 6. So let us find the sum of its interior angles. So sum of interior angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. All this, like this sum we had done it in the previous one. So n value is 6, it's 6 minus 2 into 180 degree. So what is 6 minus 2? 6 minus 2 is 4. So it's 4 into 180. So we get 720 degree. So we have found the sum of interior angles, that is 720 degree we have got. Now let us take all the angles what they have given you. So here, so angles are x plus 10 degree plus 2x plus 20 degree plus 2x minus 20 degree plus 3x minus 50 plus x plus 40 and x plus 20 they have given you. So all these 6 angles I have taken and we have added them, because all these will add up to how much? 720 degree. Now let us combine all the like terms, that is all the x terms on one side and all the constants on one side. So I am taking all the variables. So x plus 2x plus 2x plus 3x plus x plus x, and now I will write the constants. Plus 10, 20, minus 20, minus 50, plus 40, plus 20 equals to 720 degree. Now let us add all these variables. X plus 2x will be 3x, 3x plus 2x will be 5x, 5x plus 3x will be 8x, 8x plus x will be 9x, 9x plus x will be 10x. And now let us solve these constants. So 10 plus 20 is 30, 30 minus 20 is 10, 10 minus 50 will be minus 40, minus 40 plus 40 will be 0, 0 plus 20 is 20. So here plus 20 I am writing, and here we have got 720. So here we have got, I will continue the sum there, we have got 10x plus 20 equals to 720 degree. So 10x is equal to 720 minus 20. As it was constant, I have shifted it to RHS, I have got minus 20. So 10x is equal to, what is 720 minus 20? It's 700. So x value will be 700 divided by 10. 0 gets cancelled, therefore x value is 70. What they have asked us to find? Find the value of x. So we have found out the value of x. Next, let's move on to the 14th one. See, 14th one, in a pentagon, two angles are 40 degree and 60 degree. So pentagon means how many angles it will have? So pentagon has 5 angles. In that they have given the measure of 2 angles, that is 40 degree and 60 degree. And the rest are in the ratio 1:3:7. Find the biggest angle of the pentagon, they have told you. So here our, what will be the value of n? So 14 sum, your n value will be 5. As it is a pentagon, n value will be 5. So now here 2 angles they have given and the rest they have given in the ratio. So now first let us find the sum of interior angles. So sum of interior angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. So here our n value is 5. So 5 minus 2 into 180. What is 5 minus 2? 3 into 180. What is 180 into 3? 540 degree. So sum of interior angles of pentagon is 540. And now the remaining angles are, given angles we will write, given angles are, what are the given angles? 40 degree and 60 degree. Let the remaining angles be, let the remaining angles be. So why we have taken let the remaining angles be? Because they have given in the ratio, we will take it as variables. So it's x, as it is 1, I have taken it as x, then it is 3x and 7x. So these are the remaining angles given. Now find the biggest angle of the pentagon. So we will find out later. First we will find out the value of x. So here I am going to find the value of x. So the given angles are 40 degree plus 60 degree and the remaining angles, that is x degree plus 3x degree plus 7x degree equals to 540. Now what is 40 plus 60? 40 plus 60 is 100. Next here, when we add 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11x degree equals to 540. Now 11x degree equals to 540 minus 100. So 11x degree equals to, what is 540 minus 100? So 540 minus 100 will be 440. So x value will be 440 divided by 11. So 11 ones are 11 fours are 44 and 0. So our x value is 40. As they have asked us to find the biggest angle, we have to find all the remaining angles, and in that which is the biggest we will write it. So here we know the value of x. So one angle will be x, that is 40 degree. Now let's find the next one, that is 3x, this also all right. X is equal to 40 degree. So here 3 into 40, what will be 3 into 40? 120 degree. And next we have 7x degree, that is 7 into 40. So 7 into 40 will be 280 degree. So which is the biggest angle? The biggest angle is 7x, that is 280 degree. Therefore biggest angle is 7x degree, that is 280 degree. Got how to do the sums? So we have completed our exercise 16a and last 3 sums were left, we have done it. So let's move on to the next topic, that is next concept. So next concept is about regular polygon. So what's the meaning of regular polygon? So regular polygon is a polygon which is having all the sides equal, all the angles equal. So here they have given the definition. A polygon is said to be regular if it's all the interior angles are equal, all the sides are equal, and all the exterior angles are equal. So such type of polygons are called as regular polygons. So it may be regular pentagon, regular hexagon, regular octagon. So all these regular polygons which have got all the angles and all the sides are equal, they are called regular polygons. So here below that they have given you a blue box. So what does that blue box states? Please go through it. So here in that blue box they have given you formulas. So using that formula we have to solve the next exercise. So see what are the formulas they have given you. They have given you about your regular polygon. So here as we were finding the interior angles formula, like how to find the sum of its interior angles, the formula doesn't change, the formula is the same itself. So sum of interior angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180 or 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. So here the first formula is that only, the sum of its interior angles is equal to 2n minus 4 into 90. So you can write it as n minus 2 into 180 also. Next, how to find the interior angle when sum of its interior angles is given. How to find the interior angle? 1, that is each interior angle. So you have to write the formula of that sum of interior angle, and then we have to divide it by its number of sides. So here the formula is 2n minus 4 into 90 by 4 or n minus 2 into 180 divided by n. So I will write down and explain. So first formula is sum of its interior angles. So what is the formula to find sum of interior angle? So n minus 2 into 180 or 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. You can either use this or that. So as we have used this only, they have given this in the textbook. You can use this formula. Next, how to find each interior angle? Each interior angle means one interior angle. How to find it out? So each interior angle is equal to, we have to take this formula, that is sum of its interior angles into number of sides. N means number of sides, isn't it? So here the formula is n minus 2 into 180 by n or 2n minus 4 into 90 by n. So we have finished two formulas. Next, what is the sum of its exterior angle? So we already know it. The sum of its exterior angle is 360 degree. And how to find each exterior angle? So sum we know, total we know, that is 360 degree. Divide it by number of sides, you get the measure of each exterior angle. So here second one, sum of exterior angles. So what is the meaning, what is the value of sum of exterior angles? It is 360 degree. Now they have asked you each exterior angle. How to find each exterior angle? Measure of one exterior angle. So it will be 360 degree, that is total sum divided by number of sides. So these formulas are very important. Last we have one more. So here they have asked you to find the number of sides of the regular polygon. So if exterior angle is given, number of sides if you want to find out, so number of sides is equal to 360 degree divided by number of sides, that is n, 360 by n, sorry 360 by exterior angle. So they have given number of sides of regular polygon, number of sides of regular polygon is equal to 360 by exterior angle. So learn all these formulas so that it will be helpful for you to solve the next exercise. Next, last fourth one, as I have already explained you, so sum of interior and one exterior angle at one vertex, it will be how much? 180 degree. So here they have asked you whether the given polygon is regular or if it is irregular, or if it is not regular, at each vertex of the polygon exterior angle plus interior angle equals to 180 degree. So exterior angle, I am writing in short form, and interior angle, when you add these both, it will be 180 degree at each vertex at one corner. So learn all these formulas, and using these we have to solve the next exercise sums, that is 16b. So let us start 16b. So once again I will recall all the formulas. So how to find the sum of interior angles? The formula to find sum of interior angles is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Next, how to find each exterior angle? So each interior angle. So each interior angle is equal to n minus 2 into 180 divided by number of sides, that is n. Next, sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degree. So each exterior angle will be equal to 360 divided by n. So here third one we have number of sides of regular polygon is equal to. So 360 degree when you divide by exterior angle, so we get the number of sides. So next last one, exterior angle plus interior angle equals to 180 degree at each vertex. So learn all these formulas. Let's move on to exercise 16b. So here in 16b, turn your page and look into exercise 16b. So 16b we have got fill in the blanks. So in the fill in the blanks we have got a table. So let us draw that table first. So let's begin with exercise 16b. So here we have got a table. They have given you fill in the blanks. So in case of regular polygon they have given you the condition. So here the first column is number of sides. Here they have given you each exterior angle and there it's each interior angle. So here they have given you only one number, that is first one, number of sides 8. So here that regular polygon is having number of sides as 8, that figure is having 8 sides and you need to find the exterior angle. How to find the exterior angle? So you know the measure of exterior angle, isn't it? So what is the measure of exterior angle? It's 360 degree. And you know the number of sides, that is 8. So divide this 360 by 8. How much you get? 8 4s is 32. 4 will be left. 8 5s is 40. So this will be your exterior angle. So when number of sides is given and when they have asked you to find the exterior angle, each exterior angle, so divide this 360, total measure of exterior angle 360 divided by number of sides. In the previous when before drawing the diagram I had told you the formulas, no, that only it is 360 divided by number of sides, you get the measure of each exterior angle. So here each exterior angle is 45 degree. Now how to find each interior angle? You know exterior angle plus interior angle is equal to 180 degree. So we know the measure of exterior angle. So I am writing in short form, exterior angle plus interior angle is equal to 180 degree. So here we know the measure of exterior angle. So interior angle is equal to 180 minus 45. What is 180 minus 45? It's 135 degree. Got? So they had given you only one number, that is number of sides. So using that we have found the measure of each exterior angle. So by dividing 360 by 8 we have got the exterior angle and now they have asked you to find the measure of each interior angle. So we have got the formula, exterior angle plus interior angle equals to 180 degree. So we know the measure of exterior angle. So interior angle equals to 180 minus 45. So it will be 135 degree. Like this we need to solve this. You have to do it in the classwork, don't do it in a textbook as there is no space. So next one, again they have given you the number of sides, that is 12. So how to find the measure of each exterior angle? Divide this 360 by 12. What is 360 by 12? 360 by 12 is 30 degree. So measure of each exterior angle is 30 degree. Now let us find the measure of interior angle. So it's 180 minus 30. Directly I have done. So what is 180 minus 30? It is 150 degree. Got now how to do it? Next, third one, what they have given? So third one, what they have given? They have given you the measure of exterior angle. So how to find the interior angle? So when they have given the measure of exterior angle, what you will do? To find the number of sides, it's vice versa. When number of sides is given, you divided that 360 by 8. Now here they have given you 72 degree. Divide 360 by 72. 360 by 72. How much you get? 5. So when number of sides are given, you found out the exterior angle. Now exterior angle is given. Divide that by 360 to get number of sides. So we have got sides as 5. Exterior angle is 72 degree. How to find interior angle? It's 180 minus 72. What is 180 minus 72? 180. Next, fourth one. Again they have given you the measure of exterior angle only. So, how to find the number of sides? So, number of sides is equal to 360 divided by 45. 360 divided by 45 is 8. 45 8 is 360. So, we have got the number of sides. Now, how to find the interior angle? So, 180 minus, we know the measure of exterior. So, 180 minus 45 if you do, you get 135 degree. Got everybody? Next, they have given you the measure of interior angle. So, these both are interrelated, isn't it? So, like that, these both are interrelated. Like if you know exterior angle, you can find out the interior angle. Now, here they have given you, in the fifth sum, they have given you the measure of interior angle. So, using that measure of interior angle, you can find the exterior angle, and then using that you can find the number of sides. So, fifth one I will do it here, or if you have seen this, like I will erase this and do it here only. So, now in the fifth one, they have given you the measure of interior angle. What is the measure of interior angle given? It is 150 degree. So, now what you can do is, so using that you can find the exterior angle first. So, if you get the measure of exterior angle, so using that measure you can find the number of sides. So, let us find the exterior angle first. So, to find the exterior angle, you know the formula, isn't it? Exterior angle plus interior angle equals to 180 degree. So, we want exterior angle. So, you know the interior angle measure. So, exterior angle is equal to 180 minus 150. So, how much you get? 30 degree. Now, you got the measure of exterior angle. So, now let us find the number of sides. You know how to find the number of sides, isn't it? So, 360 degree, that is sum of exterior angle divided by the each exterior angle. So, 0 0 gets cancelled, 3 1s are, 3 12s are. So, the figure is having 12 sides. Got it? Next. So, again they have given you the measure of interior angle. So, here you know we have done it, the similar sum. So, interior angle is given. So, how do you find the exterior angle? Exterior angle is equal to 180 minus 140. So, what is 180 minus 140? It is 40 degree. Now, using the measure of exterior angle, let us find the number of sides. So, 360 degree divided by 40 degree, 0 0 gets cancelled, 4 1s are, 4 9s are. So, the figure is having 9 sides. So, each like 2 sums they have given similar. So, we have done different type of sums in this box. So, now related to these only we have got some exercise problems. Let is from second one. So, I will clean this table and let us begin from the second one. So, we have completed that first main, that is the fill in the blanks. So, I will give you today's homework and end up the session. So, today's homework will be read the textbook and learn the formulas. Read the textbook and learn the formulas and practice the sums of exercise and practice the sums of exercise 16A and of exercise 16A. So, do not forget to complete your classwork. You have to complete your classwork also, do not keep it pending. So, like that day itself if you complete your work, it will be easy for you and you will recall it also. So, like I have given the homework. Let us meet in the next session with continuation of exercise 16B. Thank you.